Check, Mike. Check, Mike. Ah, my cord is like it's like a shortage or something. All
Can
right,
you hear me good?
yeah, I can hear you good, Abe.
All right, bet.
Good. What's up? What's up, everybody? On this beautiful Friday afternoon, well, Friday evening, actually. Depending on where you are. Guys, we are here back with. Oh, there it is. There's that mic. We're here back again with another one. Yes, I know I typically don't go live on Fridays, but unfortunately there was a change of plans. But nonetheless, we are here. I got my boy Abe on the line with me right now, and you know, um, I saw this post that Abe made probably like a few hours ago, and it kind of just caught my attention. And I kind of reached out to Abe, and I kind of know what's going on, but he's going to be fully transparent about situation he's currently undergoing right now. And I think it'd be very, very substantive for a lot of black men, black women, men, women, and who's ever interested in listening to this transparent situation or predicament Abe has found himself in. And Abe, I got to give you 100% kudos for this, man. I appreciate it. Being willing to share this story because I'm sure there's a lot of people that's going to relate to some of the things you're going to. I would only ask you to try to mind your language, not too much. I get it. Emphasize the point if necessary, but just try to articulate yourself so everybody can get a clear understanding. And if there's some questions, guys, you like to ask, by all means, just put it in the chat. And hey, if depending on how organic the show is, I might drop the link, and you guys might be able to, face to face, ask Abe or whatever. All right, Abe. Hey, look, man, you down with it, so I appreciate you, brother. I really do.
Man, it ain't nothing but a pleasure coming through this, man.
So
it ain't nothing but another day, but cause
So listen, Abe,
we talk about it. We talk
yeah.
about our hardships. So
No, I appreciate that, man. And like I said, I think it's really brave of you to want to come up here and share your story. But anyways, so aside from the post, because I feel like that's kind of knee deep into the thick of things, aside from that post that you made earlier, just kind of start from the beginning, how all of this popped up, not like the
no, bro, I don't mind starting from Jump Street.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll start wherever you're comfortable. Guys, sit back. Let's listen to the story. Abe, I might interject periodically just to, ask clarifying questions or anything like that.
All right.
But nonetheless, go ahead, man. Jump it off.
So to keep it short and street real quick from the jump, I met my youngest son's mother through just hanging out. We knew people. We kind of kicked it. We meshed a little bit, but it didn't go through because I knew she was a little off. Something about her. So
what
either
do you mean,
way,
like mentally challenged or something?
No, not mentally challenged, but mental and all the same. I'm talking diagnosed
like trauma,
multi-personality disorder, bipolar. Yeah, I was like,
oh man,
the type of diagnosis you give someone isn't fit.
Wait a second. Is this okay? Did you know this before you had a child with her?
I didn't know this. I didn't know this till afterwards.
Oh,
so
snap,
here you go.
Dave.
So here you go. We didn't hit it off like that because there was a bit of a separation time where neither of us knew we saw each other for either 4 or 5 years or whatever. And it didn't matter. It wasn't like feelings were involved. So it's like, okay, whatever, it's just another name on the line. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
So this is the first child. This is your first child's mother. You have how many children, baby mamas do you have?
This is my second. Me and my first child's mother, we on good terms. She good peoples, and actually, you know her, but I ain't gonna name drop.
No
I
name
ain't gonna
dropping. Okay,
name
okay.
drop,
All right,
but you
get to
do
the
know her.
let's okay, so let's
But
start let's talk about the baby mother that's
yeah, let's talk.
problematic.
Let's stick to the issue at hand.
Yeah, yeah,
Either
yeah.
way, she ended up pregnant. In other words, we had sex. She ended up pregnant. Beforehand, we knew.
Were you guys in a relationship?
No, we was just friends, just
Oh, friends with
hanging out. You
benefits.
know what I mean?
Friends with benefits.
One thing led to another,
Oh
and a whole
gosh.
mistake got smacked up. You did.
Oh snap. Okay.
So
All right.
she fell in love. I didn't. Blase split. But if you have my seed, you gonna definitely. We gotta discuss that. We gotta work our way through that. Couldn't do that because she's mental, diagnosed mental, like multi-personality disorder, bipolar, all that fucking just crazy shit.
Mm.
So fast forward to the baby's born. Baby's born. He's in her custody. I'm coming over. I'm staying the night. I'm practically coming over after work every day, making sure everything's good, making sure she got everything taken care of, youngin. If she's tired and whatnot, which was the majority of the time, I stayed the night because I knew, yeah, I had to. I'm the working man. She don't work. She ain't even work. She ain't even worked, and shit. He's 6 now, so
So wait.
she hasn't
So
worked since before he was born.
okay. So how is she paying affording her? How is she affording to live right now?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
So I'm taking the care of everything, working, leaving her crib, going to work, going back to my crib. You know what I mean? Going, trying to get to everything together. But she nuts so. So no matter what, if I'm at work, she'll say that I'm stalking her.
You said that. Hold up. If you're at work, she'll say that you're stalking her.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
confused. I'm
yeah.
confused. You got to break that down
Trust
for
me,
me.
you got the same reaction I did
Okay.
because how I'm gonna stalk you at work, and there's proof I'm at work, and we got cameras, so it's not like I'm not on camera walking around at work in the early hours and the wee hours. All right. Either way, she ends up in the hospital saying she want to throw my son, the baby, against the wall because he won't stop crying. So I end up with custody.
Oh, you had okay. How old was the child at this point?
Uh, Probably less than 1 year old.
Because she was accused of,
About 6, 7 months, 8 months.
and you're saying that she was accused of doing what again with the child?
She said she wanted to throw him against the wall because he wouldn't stop crying.
Who did she say that to?
She said that to University of Michigan Hospital.
Oh my god!
So bam,
You kidding
just
me?
like that. You know what I mean? It's documented, cuz. I ain't gotta lie about it. You can look it up. If you can go there and get the records, they'll show you. So I got custody.
Okay.
Then, you know what I'm saying? I'm on my dad's shit, but because I had a roommate where I was living, and I said I don't want my son amongst us and the bullshit. You know what I mean? And I don't mind my son in a good environment, and I don't mind stepping up to move into a good environment. So my son actually, we registered it so he stayed at my aunt/grandmother's crib because they both live together. You know what I mean? So he stayed there, but I stayed there too. Not really on paper, but I came over every day after work. I got him. I took care of youngin. Once he fell asleep and shit, I
But wait a
fall asleep.
second. Wait a second. Why would they grant you custody if you didn't have a stable living environment?
Me, because it wasn't that I had a stable living environment, it's that I had a stable support system.
Oh, okay. Wow. I got you.
And it was real stable. So
Okay.
like you come through, cuz you'll be like, man, he been better off. But she finished her after about 9 months. She finished her child abuse neglect classes because she already lost her first son. She had a son before this a while ago. It's 2024. This young man's probably about 23, 24 years old. He still don't even know who she is.
Damn.
He
Wow.
don't know who she is.
So does the child still reside with you?
No, because she completed her classes, they took him from me and gave him back to her.
Wow. Why did they take him from you if you already
Well,
were?
this is Michigan, homie. Because remember what I told you before in the previous interview? I had custody of him, and I went up to DHS to see if I could get
Like health.
assistance.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On him. And remember what they told me, what I said they told me. Remember what they told me. We do not give assistance to single fathers, only single mothers.
Wait a second. Pause. 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 So you were just granted custody of your child. You then
I
go up
was
to the hold
technically
up, hold up. I just want to
no,
reiterate.
no, hold on.
Okay, so you were okay, go ahead.
I was granted a form of custody
Temporary custody.
because you're right, temporary, because my mother would have been the actual caretaking custody person because she was living at that residence at that time. So that's
Okay.
where my son stayed. But every day I had to go to him,
Okay.
get
So
him,
let me
do
just get
what I
this
need
straight.
to do.
I
He
just
need
want to
anything, I bought it.
I just want to reiterate what I thought you said. So you're telling me that you were granted temporary custody, which essentially the child is living with your mom, but you're there practically every day providing while she is work God knows wherever. You then go up to DHS to seek assistance, and they tell you what?
That we do not offer assistance to single fathers, only single mothers.
Oh,
So I had to walk out of there in the rain with my son in the carrier because I took the bus. And I had to go back to my mom crib slash auntie grandma crib. And that's where I had to tell them like I can't receive assistance for him because of that. And they, you know what I'm saying? You know, my family don't give a fuck, nigga. Then get your grind up.
okay. Okay. So keep going. Proceed.
And after that, she completed her classes, like I said, and whatnot, her child abuse and neglect classes, because she lost a son in the past due to her fuckery and coke habit. Let's be real, because she didn't have it when I was fucking with her, but she's had it in the past and it's documented. She's already been completely nuts, so documented.
Wait a second.
But
So if they have all this, if they have all of her, if they have access to her medical records, why isn't that enough to prove that she's unfit?
this is Michigan, homie.
No. Stop that, Abe. Because I live in Michigan too. I live in Michigan too, and I went through
No,
this
no.
battle.
That's literally the only answer I've been given from everybody, even people who've dealt with the courts, who are in the courts. Like, this is Michigan. We favor the women.
All right, so you've been given some misinformation,
So it
but
really
hold
made
up,
me
pause.
think.
You've been given some misinformation. I just want to tell you, but after you finish telling us your story,
No, no,
I'm
no.
gonna provide you with some
Explain the
proper information.
misinformation. Explain the misinformation.
No, no, no. You want me
So
to do
we
that
can go
now?
step. So that way we can go step by step.
Okay, no, we'll do that. I'll go through it. I'll listen. I'm jotting down notes as you're talking.
All
Continue with
right,
your story
bet,
because I want
bet.
to get a full comprehensive view of everything that's going on and what the current
Bet.
dilemma is. All right, go ahead.
Well, they gave me back. They put me on child support.
Damn.
I and they put me on. It was like 425, and they moved it up to like 525 or 550, close to that. And then after that, they moved it up to I pay 761 a month.
For how many children?
One
Hey, you pay how much a month for child support for one child?
761. I got the paper. It's around here somewhere. I like, dog.
Wow.
I told you this a while ago, homie. Like I've
And
been paying
so
761 for my
it,
son.
so is she currently still right now not working? She's not employed.
No, she's not working. Still,
And it's on record that she has a bevy of mental illnesses. Like she's a
dog. Yes,
basket case. Okay.
yeah,
And that's all on record, all on file.
yes.
That's insane. All right, so go ahead, man. Keep going.
But she got him back. They put me on child support. Now I'm at 761 a month. She was mad at me so much. I got video. My homies got video because it happened so prone and often. She would pull up to my crib and just start shit from or start trouble from the streets. Like literally just pull up in front of my apartment and like flash the lights and whatnot. And then just like get out the crib yelling at me, calling me all kind of niggas and this and that. And she's a white girl.
She's a what? A white girl?
Yes, sir. Not
Dang.
only, yeah,
Hey, what? Oh
I
my
mean, shit.
lord. That's
Trust me,
insane.
dog. I'm pimping all over the world. Don't be surprised by white, dog. You think that's the only kid I got? Two. I'm lucky because the first one was black, second one was mixed.
How
Third
many
one,
children how many
third one
children do
going
you
for
have?
Chinese or
You have
Spanish or something.
you have 3 children?
Nigga, no. I have two.
Oh, okay.
One
Okay.
black, one mixed.
So she so
It
she
is what
starts
it is.
to so she starts to harass you, showing up at your
Yeah,
apartment
but
unannounced.
but but in the mix of doing all that, she also hitting up people on my Facebook, like friends list. She's looking for no, she's hitting up my family members too on there. She's not like going for just people on the friends list. She looking for family members, and they telling her bug the fuck off. She hit up my dad. You know what I'm saying? He in Philly. He don't know shit about that. Like he know that about the grandbabies, but he don't know this bitch or he don't know this woman. So and she called my mom cussing her out all the time, and my mom ain't got nothing to do with nothing except for her grandbabies. After that, ain't nothing to talk about. And you know my mom. My mom ain't got time for none of the shenanigans.
Okay. So is that the current predicament you find yourself in right
That
now?
is the catalyst for the present predicament I'm
So
entering because she's
so
done this over time. And my son, don't forget, my son with her is 6.
mm,
She been doing this for a long time, and I got a no contact order. She got mad at that. Now she harassing and cussing my mama out for no reason.
has she have you enforced that no contact order?
Have I enforced it? I haven't had to enforce it up to this point
Mm, okay.
because she
Um
know what time it is.
yeah. Well, Abe, are you still like are you dealing with this woman in an intimate way
No,
still?
I don't talk to this girl. I talked to her one time last year, and that was in court. And that was because she tried to put it's I put a no contact order out on her because she tried to put uh what is it when you try to keep somebody, the order where you try to keep somebody away?
A restraining order?
Restraining order. She tried to put a restraining order on me after I haven't seen her for over a year.
Mm.
I had, and that was documented.
Yeah, she's definitely
I hadn't
cuckoo.
seen her for over a year, so she tried to put a restraining order on me. They threw it out and asked me if I wanted the no contact order, and I said yes.
Okay.
So
So
now she harassing my family, and now she harassing my mom.
okay. Okay. So what is you all's recourse, best course of action? What do
The
you plan
best
on
course
doing?
of action, I told my mom, document everything you got because she already got it. Thank God that she got a record, she got all the, she even texts because she's not bright. So she snapshotted those, saved those, and saved the whole text string, the whole uh the whole text line, excuse me, to her phone, and she finna give it to me, and I'm about to just take it to court. Like,
Mm.
really, I could go to prison about this, man. I have no problem with it, man. You
How do you
bugging coming from my mama, and this ain't even the first time. This is literally about the third or fourth time.
mm-hmm. Okay. So let's back it up. Let's back it up. I gotta ask you, Abe, were you in like what do you want to call it? Were you just in one of your hot boy summers where you was just like smashing chicks left and right?
What is a hot boy summer?
I know it's no such thing, but were you just
Yeah,
out there
what
just
the fuck are you talking about?
was you
Come
were you
on,
just
dude.
were you just knocking them down
No, at the time, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah,
during the
but
time
but
over the
no,
course
but no,
hold
I
on hold on
can't
hold on.
say just knocking them down like they lined up. Like, bruh, come on.
No, I know that. I know it's extremely. Listen, I know
No,
that. I know that. Listen,
it
but what I'm
actually
saying.
happened after a session because we had been hanging out for probably about 2 weeks, for about a week to 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we was chopping it for about a week to 2 weeks because we had just reconvened. We were
Okay.
already familiar with each other, but it wasn't like that familiar.
I just, hey, when I had these shows, man, when I do my shows, I get on women so much about their lack of irresponsibility and not wearing protection and shit like that. I'm curious, why would you? Okay, I get it. You just busting her open, but why
Nigga,
would
I
you?
wore protection.
You
I
wore?
broke the condom. The condom broke.
Oh Lord.
That's how both of my sons were born, son.
Oh my God.
So I don't know what condom to use, homie.
Okay, well, okay. Then second question is, you're saying that you're saying that she didn't show her full crazy until like later on down the line.
Correct.
Dang. Dang.
So afterward, no, she actually showed her crazy, and then I told her I'm not fucking with her. I was like, yo, you nuts, so I'm not fucking with you. This, that, and the other. She kept trying to holler at me, no, and come back. No, get the fuck on.
Language,
Two and a
Abe.
half, no, 2.5 weeks later, she hit me back. She pregnant.
And that's when everything goes downhill.
Yeah. I was like, so I ain't talked to her in about 2.5, almost 3 weeks, and then boom, she hits me back and she
All right.
pregnant.
So this is the thing. This is the thing. You have a lot of advantages here in this situation. As loom and gloom as this situation might appear, this is why I said earlier that you were giving some misinformation because I had to endure a situation similar to what you're going through, and we don't have the time or the lifespan for me to go down the terrible trials and tribulations of my situation. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to belabor you with that. So, but I am going to tell you that I found recourse through the courts. I was able to learn the law. I was able to draft up my own petitions. I was able to adjudicate my position, and next thing you know, man, the tables will turn. And one of the things, this is one of those advantages you got, is the way I did that is through documentation, and I presented that to the courts every single
Yeah.
time there
I
was an
keep
incident.
documentation, homie.
But
Like I
listen,
do that
listen.
anyway. You forget that I got law majors in my family.
Okay, listen. Hey, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Documentation is ineffective if you're not submitting them. You should be faxing that over every single time. Fax it
What's there
over.
well, first off, what's there to fax over
The
except for
doc.
what has transpired thus now?
Yes, that.
Yeah,
And honestly,
that's not a fax over thing. That's something I'm going to the courts to deliver. I don't
okay, but listen.
fax, bro.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
trust fax because they will put your file or
Hey,
any paperwork you put in there in a
hey,
file in the cabinet and say they
hey,
forgot about it.
hey. You just told me earlier that the only advice everyone was giving you is that this is Michigan. I'm trying to give you some counter advice, some very productive advice from somebody who actually had to go through it alone. No father, no blueprint. I did it, and I have had custody of my daughter since she was 4. She's about to be 17, well, 18 this year. I
Yeah,
had to do it. And
yeah.
that's what I said. But all I'm simply saying is that that documentation that you have is ineffective if you're not submitting it every single incident. Every single time it happens, you should be
Exactly.
faxing. You should be no, I'm not. I'm talking
That's
about
what
prior.
I do. I
Okay,
have there's actually a lady in there that at the courthouse that I don't fax. I email, I take pictures, I take video, and I email all of it to her.
okay, great.
My mom has her documentation. I can email that to her. And I can
Mhm.
go there and start the filing process clearly because you got to file, wait for it to come in the mail. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Dog, I've been doing this since my son was born. He's about to be 7 this year. Since he was
yeah.
born, I've been
But I'm
fighting this
saying,
chick in court.
but that's the thing. You don't have to fight. The day I won custody over my daughter, it was so simple. It was almost as if that day I walked out feeling like, damn,
That
all I
depends on
had to
what
do.
judge you get, cuz.
Who you got,
That
Darlene?
depends on what
Do
judge
you
you
have
get, cuz.
Do you have O'Brien? Darlene
No,
O'Brien?
I had O'Brien, and guess what? She didn't listen to nothing I wanted to say, and
Yeah.
I brought witnesses. She asked for witnesses, and guess what? She didn't want to hear from the witnesses. So pretty much, I had people show up for nothing.
Well, um, you got to understand. There's a lot
Like,
of
cuz that was my
there's a
first
but
case.
it's that's the thing about it is it's a formal process, and they'll dismiss. They won't even allow you to speak if the paperwork was not filed properly. So
Yeah,
it might have been a clerical error on your part or
you
something.
do know I've
So
been fighting her since he was born, right?
I
Like
understand
I
that,
know
Abe.
how to. I get it,
But
B.
you
I
have a
get it.
open and shut. But based off of all the
It's
things
not
you
open.
told me,
It
yeah,
can't be
no,
open and shut unless you can prove it's open and shut. It's
Abe,
really
Abe,
open and shut.
Abe,
But all right,
Abe,
I'm listening.
you have a continuum of history documenting that this is a pattern of behavior. This is so easy to prove.
Nigga, this isn't even my evidence of continuation of behavior. This is the courts. This is their evidence. I didn't even know about it till they pulled it up.
Yeah, well, you need to be petitioning the court for custody.
I did, and I am.
When you do that?
About shit, I ain't gonna lie, about 6 months ago.
Is are they backlogged or
Nobody
something?
backed me though, nigga.
Are, hold up, are they
Nobody,
backlogged?
huh?
Are they backlogged like the I mean, is there a lot of other cases on file? I mean, that they have to get to first?
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Technically, yes.
A lot of
I
yeah,
will
yeah.
say that.
Did you call up there and find out if you had an official date, hearing date?
No, because I have to go file, and that's what I was about to go do today. But I had to work, and I didn't get off till late because everybody was lollygagging. So I kept it pushing, and I'm
Do
like, you know
you
what, I gotta, I'm about to find time because I gotta collect. I gotta make sure I get everything from my mom.
do you want full custody?
Yeah, I'll take full custody. He was in my custody before in good hands. Now he's in worse hands. And that's due to the court. Because she finished her classes, she gets full custody back. Full?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's what
that's
happened.
that's erroneous.
Yeah, well, that's what happened, cuz.
Yeah,
I'm not having it, bro.
that I wouldn't. Yeah, I would not stand for that. I wouldn't stand for that.
Now you
Listen,
see my position.
I see your position. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I see it, and I was there. I mean, I told you. Listen, I didn't even have anyone to relate with in this situation because I was the only person I knew that was actually going down there and fighting through, navigating through the court system and the formalities and all that by myself. Like I said, but I prevailed. I prevailed because I was persistent, and I would always submit because you should. Are y'all linked with the? Are y'all associated with the friend of the court too? Y'all case?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then you should have a case manager where you should be submitting that too. Have a secondary reference.
Yeah, I could, but they want me to pay for it. I gotta pay for it out of pocket. Just like cuz they set
Oh
me up with
no, no,
visitation.
no, no,
No,
no.
hold
That's not
on.
true.
They set me up with visitation. I gotta pay 30, it's 30 to $70, 30 for it to set it up, $70, and I gotta pay that per hour.
No, no, no. Oh yeah, the Catholic Social Services.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even Catholic social service. No, it's Growth Works. I wish it was Catholic social services, but it's Growth Works.
What is growth works?
Well, that's what they set up so you can have visitation with your child by the courts.
Third
And
third
I
party.
gotta go all the way. No, here's the killer. I live in Ipsy. She lives in Ann Arbor. I have to go all the way to Garden City for visitation with them.
Oh, and Garden City is approximately like 40 minutes away from Ipsy, right?
Yes. Not only do I have to get there, I have to pay when I get there to see my son.
Yes. And you said you've been fighting.
Dog. I told you since he's been born.
Yeah.
He about to
Well,
be 7 this year. It's been a
well,
long time coming.
well. Listen. Like I said, I know that you are steeped knee deep in the belief that this is going to take more of I don't know, strength and courage or whatever you want to call it. But I'm simply telling you, it doesn't even require all that. You can simply prove all of that if you just petition a court to go through all of the evidence, to just display everything and prove that as your grounds for a change of custody, because she would be deemed an unsuitable parent. Listen, I played the cards just like that, man. I just petitioned the court. I draft up an entire petition. I did it all by myself. I just went online, copied a template, took out some of the words, put my case in there, and I filed it. It was like $20 or probably like $50 at the time. Filed the petition, and next thing you know, I'm standing before the judge by myself, and she had lawyers. It was me against her and her lawyers.
Well, good shit, man.
And trust me, I was determined to prove everything that I had been through, and had the evidence there to show it. But one of the things that I really, really counted on, Abe, this is the number one thing that you should count on, is her inability to control herself. She's going to get in there and dig her own ditch.
At this point, bro, I ain't got to count on it. It's
Yeah,
actually out of hand.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go.
It's way out of hand.
Yep. She'll dig her own ditch. She will dig her own ditch, and it's terrible because women like that will destroy the child to try to hurt you. They will destroy the children to try to hurt the father.
We've been saying that for the longest, homie. And it's kind of like you just preaching to the choir. It's like you just preaching to the choir.
Okay, so how are you dealing with? So what is your stress level with all this? Is it getting under your
It was
skin?
on, let's say it was on tip the minute it happened. Because when it happened, I couldn't even sleep that night. I can't stand nobody antagonizing my mama. And not only that, for something she ain't got no knowledge what the case is, you just hit her up and start cussing her out, hitting her up, doing that kind of stuff, because that's what she do. I ain't even gonna lie. Neil, if it was you, 1 minute say, hey, Neil, how you doing? What's going on? And then I ain't gonna lie, you say, hey, what's up? And then you bend down, tie your shoe and get back up. And she like, no, you know what? Fuck you, Neil. You did this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. You like, hold on, man, what? Like we was just cool 1 second ago. Now all of a sudden, I'm every asshole in the world. Mm. That's how quick it switched. And that's documented too by the court. Because she's done it in court with me twice. Literally. She tried to literally fight me in the mediator's office. Literally, to the point where her lawyer had to grab her, hold her back, and then run her out of the room. Outside.
Wow. Was that brought up in court?
No, I brought it up. Her lawyer, he dipped. He dipped. He stopped representing her.
Wow.
But for some reason, he was good with me. That's what's funny. He was 1.5 to 2 years old, and he was talking when I had him. I got him to talk. We got him talking. We got his first words. His first laugh, nigga, him cracking up. We got all this on video, cuz. This ain't nothing. To be truthful. This ain't nothing that's a secret. Like, we got this on camera, video. And we'll be like, guess where he at? Guess where she's not at?
All right. Well, I feel
so it's like, dog, I got his first steps when he actually stood up and walked to me. Yeah. We got all that on video. She ain't nowhere to be seen. And we got it on multiple cameras. You know what I mean? And I got all the printouts of all the text messages of her telling me I'll never see my son again. Just like she pretty much was telling me when she finally passed her classes, because before she passed her classes for the child neglect shit, we were letting her come over and see young on the low. We was like, come on through, come over, come see him. You his mama. Come see him. Though the court said this, yeah, you're still allowed to come through, come see him. She fucked that up too, cuz.
Wow.
What you want me to say? And then you know what I'm saying? And when he was with me, he was talking. Guess what happened when he got with her? And I mean talking. Hey dad, huh? What you doing? Shit, I'm over here. I'm like, yo, I'm over here doing this. I'm over here chilling. This is before he was 3. And we got it on tape.
Wow.
But now guess what? He don't talk. Now he no longer talks.
Have you wow. Yeah. No, this is deep. This is deep. This is indicative of a bigger problem that's happening with a lot of men out there that find themselves being essentially discarded by the court system.
Yeah, the
They
courts
make
fuck
it
our kids up. Period.
they say that they do what's in the best interest of the child, but yet they'll place a child with an unstable, mentally incapacitated mother or woman. Like that's just the default is to give the child to the mom, regardless of whatever her state of mind may may be at the time, and just totally overlook the father and his ability to provide for the kid, for the child. So that's insane. That's really insane.
Well, cuz I don't know what to tell you, bro, but that's my story. That's what I'm
Well,
dealing with. And you can say it's real or unreal, but you should have been there. Let me just say that. You should have been there.
listen, like I said, Abe, this is happening all over, man. More people going through this stuff. But look, that's why it's so important, so important to make sure you vet who it is that you lay down with before you lay down with them. I mean, I would advocate don't do nothing,
Facts.
but it's
Facts.
important because these are soul ties. You never know what can come out of that situation. Sex is nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. So, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. But
Right.
hey,
Like
man,
my mama just called me just now and I just declined her to finish this up.
yeah, we wrapping it
Just
up now,
just
man.
like that. Cause I know she done seen the Facebook. I know she done seen all the posts, seen everything that was said. So I'm like, I know she on tip too. And personally, I ain't tripping because we said sometimes she be lacking, and I be like, yo, send me this, that, the other. Send us that. She don't do it. So you know what? No, sure. I'll get back to her in a moment.
Yeah. Well, as long as you are staying diligent and you taking care of this business and being proactive and filing that paperwork on time and make sure you're following the process down to the T, because like I said, they'll just throw your entire case out if you make a clerical error. So you got to
Oh
be
yeah.
very precise with that, very precise. And they got legal resources and advocates and stuff like that. I had a pro bono lawyer look at my stuff when I was going through this, and they got all of these resources everywhere, man. All I'm saying, but honestly, that's not even what honestly, that's not really what it was that caused me to win that day. I think it was just my fortitude.
Right.
Your fortitude, you're not taking no for an answer. You're gonna refuse to allow yourself to be subjugated like that.
Yeah. But you don't let
Anyways,
yourself be suffocated.
yeah. Well, look, hey, answer your mom. Let her know everything's all right. I
Yeah,
appreciate you
you
coming
hear her
online, man,
calling?
talking about this.
You hear
Yeah,
her
I know.
calling?
Yeah, I hear. Tell her, comfort her, let
Yeah,
her know everything's all right,
yeah,
and
I wouldn't
you're
be
gonna.
surprised if she was watching and was like, I know you and Neil ain't on it.
Well, just call her and let
I
her know
wouldn't be
everything's all
surprised.
right. Just call her
Yeah,
and let her know everything's
love
all
you
right,
guys.
man. And then, yeah, I'll holler at you, Abe. Thank you, man.
You already know, man. Anytime you want, man.
Yeah, definitely. I'll talk to you, my dog. Take care. Wow. That was Abe's story. And I know it's a little different tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but like I said, when I saw the messages he was posting, whatever, I mean, I just said, hey, look, I just reached out to him and said, hey, why don't you get on here and talk about it instead of, possibly doing something stupid that you're going to regret. And, he did. Took me up on my offer, came on here, decided to share a story with you guys. I know something different than what we usually do, but I think it all falls under the overarching theme of the attack on manhood and family that I usually talk about. So, but nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, like the video, share it out. Appreciate you guys. I'll get back to you guys next week. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.
And you ain't black.